I'm at a point where I'm starting to understand my voice. The goal now is to really get the message out. Like, insecurity, people have it. Fear, people have it. Confidence, people lack it. The message that we're spreading this year is gonna awaken people to really understanding the message behind my come up and why I even do it. Why am I so driven by the concept of helping people? Why am I so driven by the concept of wanting to shift people's perspectives? This is the year where people are going to understand exactly who I am. It starts with the grind, it starts with the hustle, it starts with the movement, it starts with activity, but it definitely is going to be delivered by all the work that's going to be put in this year. I don't think people understand how much goes into all of the fine details of the things we work on, like MyComeUp as a technology, like myself as an individual. There's so many elements to life, isn't there? There's family, there's business, there's income, there's wealth. But how many of us are really challenging the person that we are? Like, how can we be a better version of ourselves? I'm Leonard Sekyonda, CEO and founder of MyComeUp, and I am an entrepreneur as well as I'd like to say, somebody that's paving the way in regards to innovation.
How do you spend your time during the week?
During the week, I spend my time generally working on the next plan or developing one that's already existing. So I spend a lot of time building, researching, studying. It began from realizing that I was, should I say, an insecure individual that was confined by his surroundings. I was always ambitious to some level, but I feel like the environment that I initially started in was very somewhat limiting. I didn't have the best results in school. I wasn't getting the best results. I grew up in a single parent home. I also lost my father when I was 12 years old. So my outlook and my viewpoint of what I saw success was completely the opposite. So I actually believe that to be successful, you have to really have, strong results. Probably grow up in a double parented household and realistically maybe have your father supporting you along the way. So my limited theory is what I think I initially had to acknowledge prior to even thinking about, moving forward. That perspective is what made me question everything. The perspective, because I think I'm not going to sit here and turn around and say I became a real estate tycoon and I took exactly verbatim what they were doing. But I think having the perspective of understanding that there was an alternative option I had. It wasn't just study and then pass and then university and then success. It was actually apply yourself, but get bumps in the road, try new things, but aim to be a company owner. Don't aim to even be self-employed. And I think just that perspective gave me enough excitement and enthusiasm to investigate more in this world. Like a lot of my businesses, they weren't primarily, genius ideas. They were just seeing a hole and creating a value and then finding a way for me to generate income within them. My whole theory was the closer you can get to what you're aspiring to achieve, even if it's just sampling it, even if it's just getting or being around it, you increase your chances. So my thing was I want to be around the high-end properties. I don't have the tenants for them, but I want to be around them so I can see what it's like and how these rich people live. Because to me, seeing a property up for $3,000 a week, I was like, who can pay for that? Where are these? What land do these people live on, right? In the process, I get bored very quickly. I can be honest. I'm evolving. I'm trying to grow, and I feel like the growth from the estate agency location was a natural growth because it put me in an environment where I could still explore and be around different kind of people, but at the same time it was giving me relationships with B2B companies I would never have been speaking to, right? It gave me a position of power. I was learning more, so I was very excited. I was making more, it was more easier the way it was being done, but at the same time I could see that if I could do this, how about I find out there's opportunities for companies in Asia and the Philippines. I learned more as I grew that systems make money than individuals. If I create a system, they have to come through me, they pay me and I forward an email. I learned very quickly that business isn't the energy you put into it, it's the way you set it up, right? And that was a very key component to me understanding how money and income kind of can be generated without you having the same legwork. I had to evaluate myself again, you know, because my perception of myself is the only thing that can limit me. If I'm running around with this whole victim mentality of I'm black, you know, you don't want to work with me, when in reality it's like my worth isn't how I look, it's who I am and what I bring, and if I know I'm going to bring something, I should stand behind that, right? And that small incremental things like that really brought me into understanding what self-help was on a deeper level, because it's not just, I'm reading this and I'm going to do it. It's like self-help is helping self, like understanding self can do it. So for 2018, I'm going to be sharing more of my story this year, blogging heavily this year. We have finally got to a place where we know exactly how we want MyComeUp to contribute to people on a very simplistic level as well as a practical level. What our goal is here is to make sure that we create a platform which connects people more easily with each other. So we have, like, for example, from next month we have a platform which every Monday and Thursday connects you with 7 new users that are part of the community. My goal is to make sure that when you see the brand MyComeUp, you just see it as a brand that is out here to help and to encourage people like you and me who, you know, realistically we're minorities and we had to build our confidence systems ourselves. I think the one mantra is to learn the power of individuality. Understanding the power of your individuality is what separates you from everyone else, and harnessing that and studying that and looking into that and investigating that can do so much for your success and your personal life. I think individuality and, you know, believing is a big factor for 2018. So yeah, we just stepped out. Great interview with BJ. Should be out this month, but it was just great to just kind of share the mission I'm on this year. Also to give some details on what's running my brain right now. I think this is an exciting time, this is an exciting year, and you know, from sharing the story to breaking down exactly, you know, how I've got to this point and where else I'm trying to get to. I love doing on different platforms. So yeah, watch out for the next one. Remember, individuality is essential to standing out. Peace out.